Welcome to Entertainment, the channel who doesn't deliver on the entertainment that it promises. In today's video, we're going to see 10 of the rarest and craziest combat events or competitions around the world. Humans come up with a ton of different ways of competing, but when they invent ways of competing that include a form of combat, this goes into insane territory, and it just makes you think, why did someone invent this? What need was there for this? But sometimes we have a lot of time on our hands, or we just want to kick someone's ass to show that we are better than them.
Fair, because he is gonna pull on my mask here in a minute. He's got a little bit of a chokehold, but the referee, he cannot talk bear talk, so the bear doesn't understand him.
If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below. Also, turn on those notifications so that YouTube notifies you when I upload more videos. And please let me know in the comments if you would dare to compete in any of these events. This first combat competition goes back to medieval times when people fought in heavy armor. In the United States, they invented a league called the Armored Combat League, where participants put on a full suit of armor and fight each other using swords or other ancient weapons. The rules are similar to MMA and boxing, and they even fight for 5 rounds, 1 minute each. Although the armor is really good, and the weapons are neither sharp nor pointed, and stabbing is not allowed either, many competitors are still knocked out when struck in the head with these swords. Kicks and punches with the hands are also allowed, and there are even events where groups of 5, 10, or up to 16 competitors fight at one time. Can you imagine fighting in a 60-pound suit just to receive a concussion? I don't know if you can consider this a combat style, but it is good enough to create a very tempting thumbnail for the video, and that is the Butt Slapping Championship. In Russia, you hear a lot of strange things, and then this is another one of those things that makes you think, why is this necessary? But then you see it on video and you think, okay, I understand this very well, and just give me a moment while I go buy a plane ticket to Russia. The event consists of competitors who are fitness fans and work hard to have strong bodies, and very hot bodies too. The way the winner is decided is the one that manages to knock the opponent off balance, causing them to take a step forward or fall down. Well, this is the best combat style I have ever seen, and what remains on this list will just be disappointing to all of us. In Peru, there is a festival where the townspeople get together to fight each other to end any disagreements or fights they had during the year. They all get together and make a circle where the people who want to fight call out their opponents by name, and the two go to the center to give each other everything they got. It's about fighting with your hands only, and you are not allowed to bite, pull hair, or hit someone on the ground. Even women get into this event. It all ends when the referee stops the fight or someone is knocked out. In the end, the two have to shake each other's hands and hug each other. Although this is a very rare way of solving disputes, in the end it seems to me that it can be very effective because you get all your anger out. It seems to me that most of you already know about the Russian Slapping Championship because it has become very famous on YouTube in the last few months. The champion was Vaili Kamotsky until very recently, and we can see him here. In some of the fights he had, you could see that he did not put all his effort into it because his opponent was very small and he knew they didn't have the strength to hurt him back. But in others, you could see the terrifying power that he has. It may be because he is very muscular or just very heavy, but those slaps can knock anyone out. It's as if a damn tree trunk was hitting your face. One of the founders of the UFC, Art Davie, now brought out another fighting style called XArm. This event is a combination of arm wrestling and kickboxing. It is 3 rounds of 1 minute each, and the arms of the competitors are tied to each other so they cannot be separated, while another arm is free to be able to throw punches and subdue the opponent. Can you imagine being tied to someone without being able to escape while trying to evade the hits? It kind of seems that everything is about luck, or having a tremendous chin, because you can hardly move, so you might just end it with a lucky punch.
This one's about ready to start. Go! Oh, he started striking early. Oh my goodness. He's trying to throw an armbar. He is. But look at.
Well, let's go back to the frozen land of the Russians, where they invented another style of combat that consists of groups of people facing each other. The rules are the 2 groups must have the same number of people, and you cannot hit someone who is on the ground or has left the area. Also, 2 against 1 is not allowed, and the winner is the team with the last person standing, while the other team is obviously on the ground. The combat begins with the 2 groups making a wall and walking forward until they meet and divide and fight one-on-one. That is why the style is called wall-to-wall combat. And you need to have good partners, because if the wall breaks, your team can lose really fast. Canada is known to many as the land of the kindest people in the world, and this combat style is all about fighting with pillows. Only women are allowed in this event, and it consists of a 5-minute round where you win if you can make both of your opponent's shoulders touch the ground, if the other person surrenders, or if the referee stops the fight. Hitting, kicking, and submissions of all kinds are allowed, but you need to use the pillow during the technique. And of course, you are not allowed to put heavy things in the pillow or take the pillow away from your opponent. All men think that these pillow fights would be sexy and that they might accidentally kiss each other, and then, well... Okay, I'm back, guys. I had to take a few minutes to myself. But at the end of the day, this type of combat is very abrupt and has nothing sensual about it. It is a farce, I tell ya.
All right, 1 minute left in this first round. 1 minute.
The founders of the Bareknuckle Championship tried to hold an event for years, but did not find a state in the United States that would give them permission, until Wyoming finally sanctioned the event in 2018. Obviously, they did not want to allow it because it is very violent and there will be cuts in every single fight. So far, there have been quite a few events in about 3 states and 1 event in Mexico as well, and it is growing very fast. I am not really interested in watching this combat style because the truth is, it is very grotesque and the fights get bloody extremely fast.
Sophie like to get it done quick.
Overhand right to the inside. Jackson feinting with a bolo punch, and again, already clowning his close friend.
And we go back to Russia one more time, to the combat style that seems the most fun on this list. It's the arena combat. In this style, the fights are 2 against 2 in a ring full of obstacles reminiscent of American Gladiator. Competitors do wear helmets and gloves, and with all those obstacles, they have the opportunity to evade their opponent more and even come down from above or come up from below. And since it's a group fight, you have to work very well with your partner to be able to win. This looks like the dream of every kid, to be able to attack your friends with all your might. Number 1 is Calcium Storico in Italy, which has been practiced since 1518 in the city of Florence. This competition is the combination of rugby, soccer, and fighting. The point of the game or match is to use your feet and hands to try to score goals by throwing the ball over designated areas on the perimeter of the field of play. The 27-player team that scores the most goals after 50 minutes wins. But you can knock down, tackle, and use any form of martial art to grab the ball. It is not allowed for 2 people to attack a single person at the same time or attack people by surprise. I am way too big of a chicken to want to compete in any event like this. As humans, we are very good at inventing violent games, and I suppose some are really fun, at least to watch others do it. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.